have officially been in lockdown for over 2 months. This has not been an easy time for all of us, which is why supporting each other was very important.
Lockdown was very interesting, right? Because we went from everything was sort of normal to shut completely. So I think it's been such a different use of energy. So we've had to continue, teachers have continued to teach, students have had continued to learn in class and work in class, but the whole process is different. So we need a different sort of energy. And as you can imagine, staring at a computer all day, even though it sounds fun, by the second week, it was beginning to feel a bit too ordinary, right? And so I think that was the biggest challenge and the biggest change, is to try and find a way through it.
You're probably wondering what school looks like right now, especially if you're not attending yet. Let me walk you through a typical day of social distancing at school. Generally, nothing much has changed. You attend a normal school day, but with many more rules, very few people, and a very awkward atmosphere. And we only come here every other day. The students are dropped off, and within 5 minutes, everyone has disappeared into their homerooms. The Year 10s have been relocated to the South campus and have now overtaken the Year 13 hallway and lockers in order to keep social distancing. Stairs have lines and arrows taped up on every step to indicate where to walk and where not to. The hallways are completely quiet and empty when you walk in, no pushing or shoving or chatting. Only about a third of each class is at school. Most of them have about 8 people, with the rest on Google Meet, and everyone needs to sit one desk apart. There's a 2-meter no-go zone around each teacher's desk, and each classroom is decked out with a generous bottle of hand sanitizer.
From the 25th of May, we will certainly have to do this, but we had planned even this week to have 2 lunch sittings with years 9 and 10 coming in at 12:35 from outside and then going out at 1 o'clock to let years 7 and 8 come in. But we saw very early on Monday lunch that we have so much space in the cafeteria compared to the amount of students that we can have every student who wants to eat a lunch in there with one sat in every other seat, and have the middle school not have to wait 25 minutes until they come in and not have to make sure that year 9 and 10 students go outside.
Going to lunch, we have to wash our hands and then exit through the doors by the Year 8 homerooms and enter the cafeteria through the playground, leaving our bags outside. There are no queues whatsoever, but you still need to sit diagonally from your friends. The football pitch and basketball court are basically deserted, and only a few people are on the playground. We asked the students what they thought about being back in school.
It's a bit strange, to be honest. Like half the people aren't really here. But I think more or less like we've been pretty safe. It's not like anyone feels at risk or anything, because like all they've done with like the taping and like the social distancing and the hand sanitizer, it helps as well. So I think we can ease into it that way.
Yeah, no, I feel like the school's been like really organized. They know what they're doing. They've planned out everything. They know how to keep everyone safe, and like they've explained everything to everyone, so everyone understands what's going to happen next.
I mean, it's weird, but like
It's okay.
yeah, it's like better than like having to stay in my room all day for like another month or whatever.
Well, it depends. It depends for your opinion. So some people like it and some people don't.
It's quite nice. It's fairly easy to learn when we're in school, though it gets a little bit harder when we're at home.
Well, I like it because sometimes online school is like a little stressful, but it's different. Definitely, I don't think it's comparable to like the before.
Yeah, I think it's easier to ask questions from your teachers and be more in contact with them, and you get your work done faster. You get more concentrated.
And yeah, go.
Okay, for me, I kind of prefer being back at school because I can see my friends.
Some of them. And also, I think the teachers get a little more time for the class because there's less people. I think they just concentrate a little bit more on you. Yeah. So that was good.
Did you get hurt at lunch, need a rest, or feel suspiciously feverish? Well, a nurse welcomes you with open arms.
The difference with the infirmary is that we have to be aware that somebody could get sick, and in following the government guidelines, we need to be able to keep that person, be it a teacher or a student, in isolation until they could leave the school. So we've set up a little first aid station outside the infirmary, just in case we need to keep someone in here if they were sick.
Finally, back to class, a chance to see the other half of your classmates on the other side of a screen, which can be quite chaotic.
Because I haven't taught a class, my first half remote, half in-person class is this afternoon. I've not done that yet. I'm imagining it's going to be quite weird.
At the end of the day, you need to get off campus as fast as possible. Usually this leads to the school being deserted in about 10 minutes. Yes, not a single person left in sight. There you have it, a day in social distancing school. The majority is the same with a few new rules and a very weird vibe. We are excited to have you back soon though.